Hi, Hannah. It's great to be reading what's kind of culminating as a result of your interest and what you've been exploring over the course of the quarter. And we have some good material here. And so now that we have a draft, I want to tell you what seems to be resonating, what's most salient, and maybe um, make some considerations for you for the potential for revision and exploration further. First off, I mean, obviously, we came up with a structure for you, right? You even have outlined that in the beginning of the draft. But I'm wondering, I think that you might be able to focus this paper a little bit more. While cancel culture is always fascinating, and is certainly a phenomenon that we have experienced like no other in the age of social media, I feel like what you're really exploring in here mostly is self-image and self-perception. And a lot of your material kind of focuses on that. Meaning, what could be an interesting way to shape this paper is by examining how the algorithms of social media, and just go right to social media. Don't talk about like communication, and just go to social media, and and talk about the algorithms. That is the context that would be really terrific to know. How these social media companies created the algorithms that then shape the marketing specifically to identity, and how that invokes a kind of self-perception in the viewer, namely all of us who use it, right? I think if you do that as your context, then exploring how these algorithms could have a negative effect on self-image in terms of the way someone sees themselves, and also you go into like body positivity and things of that nature. It would be a more direct correlation, and it would feel more purposeful. Yeah, I think that's where it seems like your focus could be. And maybe cancel culture is killing your babies, so that you can really deeply investigate how the algorithms contribute to a marketing of self-perception that then reflects onto the user, and the effects that that could have psychologically on them. Um, and then shape your intro to be a little bit more specific to that. Right now, it's a little general, and that's probably just the proverbial clearing of the throat, right? And so if you just kind of hone in and focus, that'd be great. Another thing that could be really terrific, you bring up Skinner's operant conditioning, right? And I mean, that is a fantastic foundational idea to discuss our relationship to social media, and specifically the idea of likes. You mentioned that. um, Bringing up that in terms of self-perception is really terrific, but you want to go much more in detail about how it works, how it psychologically works, and how, again, the algorithms and the design of social media are contributing to a kind of operant conditioning that we're not even aware of, right? Nor are we ever truly. And just the way that that has modified reinforcement in our culture. Um, I think if you just frame your entire paper in that, I think that will make it stronger, really. And then you could go deeper into those things so that it feels really resolved. So that's my suggestion, but chew on it. And then when we meet next week for the conference, we can decide if that's a good idea, or if you would like to do some kind of modification, or you want to reaffirm what you've already started, and then we can strategize ways to make that stronger. Alrighty. Nice work.